Hi friends and friendly subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Inner Hill Tarot, and today we're going to do unboxing of a Cersei Tarot by Los Carabeo, and it's just came out recently. It's not that long. I think it's came out in a couple of months ago, and yeah, I'm really excited for this Los Carabeo deck. Unfortunately, it came out with a tuck box that I don't really like, but it is what it is, I guess. And yeah, because the tuck box is just it's just not very nice, and I don't know why this tarot deck is not commanding more respect in Los Carabeo universe. But yeah, it is as it is, like I said. And it comes again also with like just regular little white books that I wish it's different and it's more respected in a way, this archetype. But again, it is what it is. It's printed in June 2023. I think it's printed in Italy, if I'm not wrong. And I hope so, basically. So it doesn't really say okay, it does really say actually who is Cersei is. So Cersei is the purest example of the union between myth and magic, the perfect fusion of memory with the work. Cersei is the first sorceress to appear in the Homeric tales. She is the forerunner of the alchemist, a divinity born of light and the liquid element. Helios and Perseid, the solar god who conjoins with water, generate the synthesis of the great work, the enchanted beauty and sublime singing of Cersei, a goddess whose skilled hands weave the royal garments of the god. Yeah, so Cersei is it's Helios is the solar, right? It's the sun god, and Perseid is like the water nymph. And it's said that I feel that metaphorically it's about the understanding of your water, your emotion, and how to manifest with this knowledge, basically. And a lot of the story of Cersei is about the understanding how the herbs, because she's the goddess of herbs and ritual. She's the goddess of herbs. She knows this understanding and how to make it into a good alkaloids. So basically, her story is in the Homer Odyssey. She has a lot of lovers that sometimes is also resist her advances, and she would turn these people into animals, basically these guys into animals. So metaphorically, what I see is that basically with Cersei archetype is about the woman archetype who sexually predatorial, and she can make you drunk, or she can bewitch you, basically, with probably her understanding of herbs. And so this is like this tarot deck to me is kind of like to understand what is this drunkenness, what is this our power or our lack of power on the what do you call it, on the addiction toward sex or something like this, towards the obsession to the other people, to our lovers, basically. And I like this little guidebook actually, because it's actually talking about the archetype around Cersei, that that actually makes sense and connecting to her, instead of just like, oh, the energy of the hermit is what and what and what. So in that sense, it's quite nice. Oh, and it is like a new type of little guidebook by Los Carabio, because this is only English and it doesn't contain other languages that sometimes they normally do. So it's quite nice. Okay. Sorry, little white book. I judged you by the memory that I have of you, and it doesn't work in here. So it's nice in itself. So let's try to unwrap this. And let's do the flip through. Enjoy. Oh, it's beautiful. Even I think I will be more quiet because this is only one deck. I think this is more appropriate. the back of the deck, and oof, we just finished the silent flip through. It was rather a quick one. Hold on, let me redo the cards because it's all over the place. What can I say about this deck? I really, on a first glance, I'm actually really enjoying it, and I can't wait to actually read their little guidebook. Sorry guys, it's a little bit sticky on the floor and I couldn't take it out. Okay, so this is not going to be in order anymore because it was all over the place in the floor. So what do I think about this deck? I think with this deck I have to read again Homer Odyssey, because there's just a lot of things going on in this deck. That this is definitely about Helios, the sun god, and the scenery in this deck is quite stunning, and I feel it's true to Greek mythology, but also it's not just Grecian life. I feel that some of it is like bleeding into Italian, ancient Italy, of course, Italian life, and Persian, you know, with this. And I love the way they do different angles, incorporating what might have been in the other side of Rider-Waite-Smith, for example. So this Six of Wands is kind of have a feeling of the reversible tarot that they also have before, so from the front and from the back. It's kind of like give me a very fresh take of Rider-Waite-Smith again, because it's not just stick to the rules from the front kind of imagery. And look at this, this is like Poseidon, Oceanus rather in this deck. It's between Greek and Roman name basically, right? And I don't know this Hierophant is, but because it's in a centaur form, so it feels to me that this is Chiron, the healer, the wounded healer, as a Hierophant. I really love it also because it's the centaur, the sign of Sagittarius. It's really beautiful. And even the background in these lovers with the little snake here, it's very subtle, but it can be also the feeling of Adam and Eve, even though with the angel here is rather not possible. And the burning bush also as the tree of I don't know, it's the spirit here, right? So instead of like this angel on top with the man and the woman in the lover's card normally, this is like the angel actually with the woman. There's a story here for sure, and I will need to read in the little guidebook for that. And I love this chariot with two dark horse instead of one dark and one white, because we are talking about the Circe tarot. It's about our desire or our addiction and drunkenness. So the chariot, of course, it's a shadow work as well. To me, it makes sense, make total sense. It's beautiful. And the Wheel of Fortune, of course, with the fates, like always, with this kind of like Greek inspired tarot. I love it, I don't mind it. It's a bit repetitive because we've seen a lot of decks like this already with the fates, but it is what it is, I guess. And Zeus with Justice. Look at the Zeus face, it's really beautiful as well. It's not aloof like always. So there's a lot of like imagery that there's a lot to unpack here, basically, like the Two of Cups with the lion and the jaguar. There's a lot of unpacking to do for me, I love the cup suits because it's also give us the idea what cups looks like back then, and it's not like all the same shape and form of the cups. Like in the Eight of Cups, it's just like saying goodbye to all of the baggage, all of the celebration that came with these cups. You see, like, happiness is actually a family that's been through a lot of different celebration as well as trials and tribulations. And I like the fact that the hut in here is like very medieval. It's, even though he's like a regal king and queen, but it's depicted in like in a very plebeian way, in, you know, so interesting. To me, it's interesting how juxtaposition between this working and the Page of Cups is kind of remind me of that movie Dune. The priestess there, like this one also remind me the same. So it's kind of like have a nod with the influence of Middle East culture. This is like, looks very Afghani, or yeah, from that region where the women is like wearing this type of clothing. It's really beautiful. So yeah, I really like it. It's an archetype deck, and it's involving so many different classical medieval culture to me, not just the one that in particular like Greek, but also this can be Middle Eastern. It's like, and I like the notion of the knights. The knights is all women archetype, and the pages is all male archetypes. It's kind of giving the note and emphasize on the story of Cersei itself, where she outwit and outsmarted a lot of kings even, and heroes or gladiators and warriors that deny her advance. I like also the structure of the clothing here. It's just give you added texture and depth when it comes to image like this, because they are the noble, right? They're nobility. They can afford wearing beautiful clothes. That so makes sense. I love this, like the background here is, if you're seeing very closely, it's like the Minoan culture, you know, where in the dungeon there's like live the bull Minotaur. So you see, this is the bull, the Minotaur. So yeah, the King of Pentacles, of course. And the name of the king I forgot, but it's really reminds me of his kingdom, where now the, what do you call it, the palace is being rebuilt, and the painting is really like this. Yeah, in the Minoan, in Crete island in Greece. It's really look like this. It's beautiful. So yeah, basically I'm really looking forward to work with this deck probably today and start to ask questions, and I think it's really good timing for me to work with this, because I'm also going back to school, and one of the archetypes that I want to work within me is the sexual predatory in female form, because I think this archetype don't get that many reps, and with Cersei it's really put it in focus, what female predatory energy could look like, and to be understood, you know. It's not just to disown it, because it is there, this type of energy, right? And just repressing and pretending it doesn't exist, it's not gonna help. So yeah, I'm looking forward to work with this deck. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like this video and the presentation, please don't forget to subscribe, share and comments, because that is the best way you can help me to further along this deck. And let's see, where is this? Made in Italy. Yes. So I'm definitely gonna work with this deck. I love Los Carabio because they always work with the people that they know. I think they stay in their lane in a way that they don't publish things that they don't back and they don't like. So their publication is always have a certain quality and certain dependable this certain dependable quality that I know it could be, I could work with, you know. And this year they published so many beautiful new decks. I love them. I'm gonna make another video just Los Carabio deck, I think. So there it is. Thank you so much guys again, and do have a good day and night anytime you watch this video. Bye bye. Oof.